Today, we're diving into a question that can save you a lot of time, energy, and emotional stress. How do you know when a woman just isn't into you? It's not always obvious, especially when you've already developed feelings, but being able to recognize the signs early on can give you peace of mind and direction. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 clear signals that usually mean her interest just isn't there. Once you understand these cues, you'll know exactly when it's time to stop chasing and start redirecting your energy toward people who truly value you. Let's get started. 1. She's consistently unavailable or unresponsive. One of the clearest indicators that a woman isn't really interested in you is when she consistently makes herself hard to reach. You're the one initiating every conversation, sending messages that take hours or even days to get a response. And when she finally does reply, it's often short, dry, and lacking enthusiasm. A simple "lol" or "yeah" doesn't exactly scream interest. Sure, we all get busy, and sometimes life genuinely gets in the way, but when someone wants to talk to you, they make the time. They reply, they ask questions, they keep the conversation flowing. If she's not doing that, it's not an accident. It's a message. Often you'll hear excuses like, "Sorry, I've just been swamped," or "I didn't even see your text." But let's be honest, no one is too busy to send a quick reply to someone they care about. We all have phones in our hands practically 24/7. If she really wanted to keep the connection alive, she'd show it with effort, no matter how hectic her schedule. So if you're feeling like an afterthought or a backup plan, it's time to step back. Respect your own time and energy. You deserve someone who is eager to hear from you, not someone who treats your attention like a chore. Don't keep chasing someone who isn't showing up. Real interest doesn't need to be decoded. It's obvious. And when it's not, it's often because it's not there. 2. She's vague or non-committal about making plans. When someone genuinely likes you, they want to spend time with you. It's that simple. They look forward to seeing you, and even if they can't make something work, they'll reschedule or propose a new time. So, when a woman is constantly dodging plans, it's usually a strong sign that she's not emotionally invested. If every time you suggest hanging out, she hits you with a maybe or "I'll see," but never actually locks anything down, that's not just her being busy. It's her being non-committal on purpose. Pay attention to how she responds when you initiate plans. If you're always the one suggesting meetups, trying to set a date, and she's always brushing it off or giving you non-answers, she's probably keeping you around as an option, not a priority. This kind of vague behavior is often her way of maintaining just enough connection to keep you interested while she focuses her real energy elsewhere. The truth is, people make time for what and who they care about. So, if she's not making time for you, that says everything. It's not your job to keep trying harder to get on her calendar. Instead, take the hint and redirect your energy. Someone who's genuinely interested won't leave you guessing. They'll say, "I can't do Friday, but how about Saturday?" They'll follow through, they'll show up, and they'll make it clear that they want to see you. That's the kind of interest worth pursuing. 3. Your conversations stay surface level. A major sign that a woman isn't really into you is when every conversation feels shallow and empty. When someone genuinely likes you, they're curious about who you are beyond just the surface. They'll ask about your day, your passions, your background. They want to connect with you on a deeper level. But when a woman keeps things strictly casual, never gets personal, and doesn't seem interested in learning about you, she's likely not emotionally invested. You might notice that you're always the one driving the conversation. You ask the questions, you keep things going, while her responses are minimal or generic. Maybe she replies with one-word answers, or she changes the topic when you start getting personal. That lack of emotional engagement is a red flag. True interest creates a sense of curiosity. People naturally want to learn more about those they're attracted to. Now, this doesn't mean every conversation needs to be deep or intense. But if it never gets beyond small talk, if it always feels like chatting with a coworker rather than someone who wants to know your soul, that says a lot. Real connection involves vulnerability, mutual interest, and shared curiosity. So if she's keeping the interaction on a surface level, it's time to consider why. Most likely, she's not trying to build a bond. She's just being polite or maybe even bored. You deserve someone who asks about your goals, your struggles, your dreams, someone who makes you feel seen and heard. Don't settle for cold or disconnected. When the right woman comes along, you'll feel the difference immediately. It won't feel like hard work, it'll feel like home. 4. She avoids physical contact or flirtation. Physical cues say a lot, often more than words ever could. When a woman is attracted to you, she'll usually find subtle ways to get physically closer. This doesn't mean she's all over you, but she might lean in while talking, touch your arm during a laugh, or position herself near you in group settings. These small gestures are her nonverbal way of showing she's comfortable and drawn to you. On the flip side, if she avoids physical closeness, that's something to pay attention to. If she pulls away when you lean in, seems tense when you're near, or keeps her body language closed off, arms crossed, turned away, or physically distant, it's likely she doesn't feel that romantic spark. Even more telling is if she never initiates any playful touch or flirty behavior. She might be warm in conversation, but her body language tells a different story. This doesn't mean she's doing anything wrong. Everyone has different comfort levels, and some women are simply more reserved. But over time, if there's no physical or flirtatious energy from her end, and she seems uncomfortable with yours, you have to be honest with yourself. She might see you more as a friend or not be interested at all. Respecting her space is crucial, but so is respecting yourself. If there's no physical connection forming, despite spending time together, she may not be feeling the chemistry. Don't try to force it. You deserve to be with someone who lights up when you walk in the room, who instinctively wants to be close to you. Anything less will only leave you questioning your worth, and you should never have to. 5. She talks about other guys. She's interested in this one is probably the most direct, and often the hardest to ignore. If a woman openly talks to you about other guys she finds attractive or shares details about her dating life, it usually means she doesn't see you as a romantic option. Most women won't bring up their interest in other men to someone they're trying to build a connection with. They'll actually avoid that topic because they don't want to push you away or give the wrong impression. But when she starts mentioning a guy she went out with last weekend, or casually talks about her crush at work, it's not by accident. It's her way of signaling, sometimes subtly, sometimes very clearly, that she sees you as a friend. In some cases, she may not even realize she's doing it, but either way, the message is clear. She's not reserving emotional space for you. It can be frustrating, especially if you were hoping for more. But don't take it personally. She's showing you, in her own way, that her interest lies elsewhere. The real mistake is ignoring that and continuing to pursue something that isn't mutual. When a woman is into you, she doesn't want to risk losing your attention. She'll be mindful of how she talks about other men, so when she starts freely sharing her love life with you like you're one of her girlfriends, it's a clear sign you're not in the running. Take it as a gift, not a rejection. Now you're free to move forward and find someone who talks about you when she smiles, not someone else. You deserve that kind of attention and admiration, so there you have it. 5 clear signs that she's probably not interested in taking things further. The great part about recognizing these signs early is that it saves you from pouring energy into the wrong connection. If you start noticing one or more of these red flags, don't take it personally. Just see it as your cue to move on and open yourself up to someone who values your time, your energy, and your presence. The right person will want to talk to you, want to spend time with you, and make an effort to truly connect. Don't settle for anything less.